Mommy. I never
Hey guys.
Hi,
Say hi.
Hi.
He said hey guys. Well, we are at Costco and I only have 11% battery, so I actually might not have you guys see very much while we're in there, but we are getting some of our necessities and I thought I would bring you along because Costco definitely helps make our crazy little lifestyle a lot easier and a lot more budget friendly. You know when you're talking to somebody on the phone and like the call drops and you don't realize it and then you're just talking forever and then you feel really stupid when you realize the phone call ended? That's what I just did, only I never hit record. So I was talking about how today is a rest day, and obviously Riker doesn't understand the concept of a rest day yet, and so he was very bummed that we didn't go to the gym because that's how he hangs out with majority of his friends, to include his best friend. So I kept them entertained at Costco. So we started our day like normal and took the dogs for a nice long walk. I'm having to crate the dogs now when we leave the house because, like, just for multiple reasons, but the pediatrician is thinking that the dogs are what is making the kids sick, just the immense amount of hair, because both kids have basically been consistently sick, like not like ill and requiring like a hospital, but I mean, we go through a lot of antibiotics and we have a lot of ear infections and respiratory infections and stuff like that. So it's a long story. But so I'm trying to reduce the fur in the house, and so I have to vacuum. I vacuum the whole house, upstairs and downstairs, at least once every single day or twice a day. It's a lot of house. And then I've also been crazy about dusting, and when we leave the house, I've been keeping the dogs in the garage in their crates to try and limit the amount of fur in the house, and also because the dogs were starting to be bold again, and I was finding that they were sleeping on our bed, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal if it wasn't for the fact that Chelsea drools so much that I was having like these massive drool stains like on my pillow, and I mean, even if I would barricade the bed, she would knock everything off the bed to get up there. So, and same thing with the couch, and so I'm just doing everything I can to try and reduce their impact on the house, so we don't have to get rid of them, because our pediatrician is talking about how maybe we should just rehome them because it looks like Riker has asthma. And when I talk about it, I'm like, we should just rehome them. Like, we'll find somebody. I wouldn't just drop them at a shelter or anything like that. Like, obviously, we would go through like the whole process to make sure they had a good home and hopefully keep them together. And on one hand, I'm like, we should just do that. Our kid is miserable. And then as soon as I start talking about doing it, I freak out and get really emotional. And so it's a fucking mess. So that's been going on. Cora's on antibiotics right now for her 4th round of antibiotics since the beginning of December for a recurring ear infection that is bouncing back and forth between different ears. And like I said, they want to start Riker on albuterol, and they said if we don't want to have him on that consistently, that we should get rid of the dogs. So what to do? But moving on. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for this. But look what I got. It was at Costco, and I think it was $120, and it has the pitcher, the food processor, and a blender cup. So I'm really excited about this. I have had the same Ninja. I have another one. I have had it since Vic and I got married, and we're about to have our 7-year anniversary. I was due for a new blender. Our old blender, the seal is busted, and so smoothie goes everywhere, and it's not very sharp, so it's chunks of stuff, and so it's just old. It's ready to be put out to pasture. I might put it up for free on our Nextdoor app or something like that, because it's still usable. It's just not that great, and I use our blender twice a day, every day at least. And I've been wanting a food processor, so I'm really excited about this. So the kids and I went to Costco today. It was about $500. It was $495. I usually go about once a month. or I have like one big trip once a month, and then sometimes I'll go for just you know, refill on like egg whites or something like that. And so I wanted to share today our Costco haul. But we got home a little over an hour ago, and lost my train of thought. I get the NFL news on my phone. It's not gonna focus. It never focuses. And I just read that the Chiefs will be playing the Rams in Mexico City at Estadio Azteca. Woo, squirrel. Okay, so we went to Costco and I wanted to share our Costco haul. So we have a relatively high, I'm pretty sure like everybody is like, Christina, it's not relatively high, that's outrageous, food budget. Our monthly food budget is $1,500. And that is us working to keep it low. We can spend a lot of money on food. Vic and I like to go out to eat. And when we go out to eat, we like to order, you know, usually we'll order our own entrees, and then we'll order something like indulgent to split. And then, you know, the kids, and then we'll usually have a glass or two of wine. And so a lot of our food budget goes to eating out, and we're getting better. Brunches add up. But our grocery shopping usually accounts for about half of it. So I'd say like this big Costco trip, I mean, it was $500 because I got this and I got a lot of meat today, but that'll cover us for the month of February at the very least. And so I got a lot of stuff today, so I figured it was worth chatting about. But because we got home a little over an hour ago and the kids were eating lunch downstairs and watching TV, I didn't want you to have to listen to PJ Masks in the background, and so I put everything away. So now we're gonna go on a tour of everywhere that we keep food in my house. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so since we're right here, we're gonna start in our pantry. Riker and Cora are both pretty good at gaining access to this thing, so I'm trying to organize it. So any tips on that would be great. As you can see, it's a fucking disaster. So I made the poor maternal decision of introducing my kids to cookie butter and red velvet Oreos. And I also made cake this week. And so their sweet tooths have been crazy, and I've been letting them because they also love to eat vegetables. So kind of a YOLO week. But I wanted to curb their sweet tooth without going so crazy. So we got the giant thing of animal crackers, and then shout out to anybody who loves Shirley Temple as much as I did when I was a kid, because all through Costco I was singing animal crackers in my soup, monkeys and tigers, loop the loop, and I don't remember the rest of the song. And of course my kids have no idea what I'm talking about. But these are perfect for if you have just a little bit of a sweet tooth. You get 11 crackers, which is a really good handful, for 3 grams of fat, 22 grams of carb, and 2 protein. And the kids loved them. And so we just opened it right up while we were in Costco, and I just let Cora go to town so that she would be quiet while we were there. Stocked up on Kodiak cakes. I haven't had these in the house in a while, and I miss my pancake bowls. So I'm gonna go back to making those. I love their almond milk because I can buy it like this. I think it's 8 or 6, and it doesn't need any refrigeration. I can grab one little box of it at a time because we don't go through it very quickly, but I love it for when I'm making like a milkshake or something like that, like a protein shake, and I want to blend it up and make it a little bit smoother. And it's really well priced. I forget how much it was, but I mean, it's a steal if you get it this way. You can get these anywhere, but I get them at Costco. I just took them out of their box and put them like this so it's easier for the kids, but the kids and Vic use these on the daily. The kids go through them like crazy, but Vic has 2, I believe, immediately post-workout. He takes them in his gym bag and then just sucks one down as soon as he's done working out while he's getting ready for work. So these are a great, easy carb source. I think they're about 15 grams of carbs, just apples. Soak these in pumpkin spice muscle egg and then cook them up like French toast. Ugh, it's so good. Cora would survive on these alone if I let her. I tell you what, the kid loves these. And these taste better than the other brands. Okay, I think that's all we got from Costco in the pantry today. There are some other things that we've gotten from there before. I buy that giant container of oats at Costco, the mac and cheese. Obviously, they reign supreme for all things bulk. Oh, fuck, I forgot to get pumpkin. I really wanted to get more pumpkin. Okay, so the kids go nuts for these Stony-filled yogurts. So we got a ton of those, and I opened them up so Riker can get into this drawer himself. We also got a giant bag of pears from Costco. Jesus. Go upstairs. For whatever reason, so I got this last time we went, or no. Yeah, this is the new one. Okay, I got the 2% last time. This was like 60%, blah, blah, blah. This was 60 cents more expensive than low fat. So my family's going even lower fat this week because this was cheaper. So I don't know what the deal is, but they come in a 3-pack at Costco, which is super legit. I love these, and I haven't gotten them in so long, and so I stocked up on these today. They are diet green teas. I want to say they're calorie free. Yeah, 0 calories, 0 carbs. And they're completely recyclable. Everything about the packaging that all of the bottles come in, and then this is all recyclable. Riker talked me into buying this gigantic bag of baby carrots, and so you know what he'll be eating every day. And then we also get this Greek yogurt there. I use it in Vic's smoothies every morning, and so it's definitely nice to buy it as cheaply as possible. And then, you guys know me and my cauliflower. This is 4 individual microwavable steam bags. And so I don't ever steam it in the bag. I just pour it in a bowl. I measure out how much I want and then microwave it in the bowl. I got 2 packages of that because I love it so very much. And then I also got another bag of the fully cooked chicken strips. Do not make the mistake of buying the panko breaded ones that are uncooked. I've done that, thought they were cooked, microwaved them, raw chicken, bad day. I keep these on hand. I don't eat them myself because of the breading and the fat, and you know how I like to keep my fats and my carbs and all that kind of stuff. But I use them for Vic and the kids because they like to have it chopped up in mac and cheese. Last night for a quick dinner, I chopped those up and put them in penne with vegetables and tomato sauce, and so easy day. All right, so we bought a garage fridge for like $100, I think, and it's been life-changing. So here's what we have in here. This is where I actually keep majority of my stuff. So we'll start with the freezer. Of course, I've got my muscle egg. I wish that came from Costco. If you haven't had these before, these Yasso Greek bars are so good. I like the mint chocolate chip a lot, and then there's like a salted caramel one. Random pieces of cardboard everywhere. 100 calories for 1 bar, 2 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of protein. And like I said, they're a super yummy treat for at night. So like if you just want to have something on hand, you can get those at Costco. Got some of this pulled pork because it's super tasty, but I looked at the macros. It's awesome for how easy it is, but it's got more, like it's got 16 grams of fat. So, you know, that's a commitment, but I bet that would be really good with some barbecue sauce, maybe on a salad or something. So I'll find out a way to use it. That's more cauliflower. I live for these French fries, let me tell you. They're just the Ore-Ida Golden Crinkles, okay? And then here's the macros. For 3 ounces, which is 12 pieces, which is more than you would think, is 4.5 grams of fat, 19 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of protein. And lately, I've been using those and the Costco canned chicken to make buffalo chicken fries, and oh my god, it's so good. I also got an obscene amount of chicken wings because I'm gonna make hot wings for the family for Super Bowl Sunday. And I like these because each one is individually bagged, and so you can just rip off exactly what you need. And so just easier because I inevitably end up throwing food away if I don't take those steps. And I like to buy stuff fresh and then freeze it instead of buying it frozen. I just feel like it turns out better. We taste tested this while we were at Costco, and I was like, sold. One serving is 8 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of protein. And so I figured it was definitely worth it on a salad or with some of the steaks we bought. So it was so delicious that it's worth blowing 8 grams of fat. I got some naan that I don't know what I did with it. Oh, I put it in the freezer. So I'm gonna try and do Greek for dinner one night. So this tzatziki is super good. I usually make my own, but I mean, that's just obviously way easy. And these are always pretty good on macro. So 4 grams of fat, 1 gram of carb, 1 gram of protein. Mine is not usually as fat heavy when I make it myself, but let's make life easy, right? Ooh, don't mind my beer. And, oh, those. So I can talk Vic into doing like a meatless dinner with these falafels. And I just cook them up in a little bit of olive oil in a pan, and they are really, really, really good. Got some bacon because I'm gonna try and do brunches at home because like I said, we spend $1 million on food every month. So I'm gonna try and do it at home. Tons of romaine. The kids love these chocolate milks, and it's so much cheaper if you get these than like the name brand. It's like $2 cheaper or something. And we got those last time. And then the egg whites are spread throughout. So and then the meat. So that's the star of the show, okay? Look. Top sirloin steaks, and I mean, it was $40, but I got 5 pounds of steak. So I'm super excited about that. And I found out this really good way on Pinterest to make like any steak stay tender and delicious. And it's a shit ton of salt. You're falling. And then this is just top round steak that I bought. And let's see, it's almost 6 pounds, and that was $25. And I bought the same thing at Walmart for Christmas dinner. And for 2.5 pounds, I spent the same exact amount of money. I am going to use this to make Italian beef sandwiches. So, ta-da! So what, that's like 12 pounds of meat, at least 12 pounds of beef. And then this is another 6 pounds of chicken wings. So almost 20 pounds of meat, and a ton of produce, milk, all that kind of stuff, and a blender. And I spent $500. So like I said, that'll probably keep us solid for majority of the month. I'll make small trips to Walmart because we have one of their neighborhood markets. Sorry. Ta-da! We have a Walmart neighborhood market directly next door to our gym, and so it's just really easy to pop in there. If you don't yet, I would suggest that you use Ibotta. So it's just like a ton of coupons that you can use, and you can use it after the fact, which is nice. It's not like the Cartwheel or Target app where you have to have it ready and then scan it there. Like, so if I'm filming for like any measurable amount of time, my camera overheats, and I feel like it hasn't actually been that long, and it shouldn't do that. So I need to go to Best Buy. Finishing up, Ibotta is nice because they have pretty decent coupons on there for like most stores. Target, Costco, Walmart, all of them are on there. And I load the rebates onto a Starbucks card. So that's how I fuel my Starbucks addiction, which I didn't get one today. I was on my way to get a Starbucks and I chose to drink my water instead. So high five to me. So Ibotta is helpful for saving money. So I need to go through and do that. And then the rest of the time when I go to Walmart, if you shop at Walmart at all, okay, download their app and use the savings catcher. Let's see if I can find it on here. Why do companies have to change their apps on a regular basis and make it confusing? Okay. The savings catcher. So I have Walmart Pay and all of that kind of stuff set up, and so I can just scan my phone when I pay, which makes it easy. I don't have to pull out my wallet and everything. And then you can immediately upload your Walmart receipt, and then they search all of the grocery stores in the area and compare the prices, and then they load the difference. If they find a lower price somewhere else, they pay you the difference and they load it onto a Walmart gift card. So easy. And I always get, I would say 9 times out of 10, I'll get some money back. And so that is how we try to not break not break the bank. There we go. With all of our food, because we eat a lot of food. So I'm gonna go deal with my children. It's 2:40. Nobody is napped, and we're officially past the point of no return, where if I put anybody down for a nap now, they're gonna wake up like after bedtime and it's gonna throw everything off. So I have to start my daily vacuuming, and I still haven't had lunch because my hunger signals are all thrown off because I didn't work out today. This is life. It's my deload week, which I thought meant things were gonna be easier in the gym, and I only work out 3 days this week, so that's a big difference. But I am so sore from my workout yesterday, so I am going to take care of this video, try and get it uploaded tonight, and then I also have some homework to do because I'm officially in week 5 of 8 of school, so I gotta get my shit together. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and comment below if you did, or if you have some things that you get from Costco that I don't get. Tell me about it so I can find it. And yeah, oh, I have to go bake some bread too. Vic's having a potluck tomorrow, and I volunteered to make blueberry chocolate bread.
Daddy.
What are you doing?
Daddy. Daddy. Daddy.
Can you say hi?
Daddy.
No cookies.
Daddy.
No cookies.
Daddy.
No cookies.
Daddy.
No.
Daddy.
Mwah.
Mom.
Can you go get a diaper?
Daddy.
Okay. Apparently now I also have to go change a stinky bed.
Hello.
Bye guys.